Here is my driveway at the minute. Ultimate dream driveway, if you asked me 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even 1 year ago. I never thought I'd have anywhere close to this much space to call my own. It's been unreal. I was working on cars on my driveway like 4 years ago, and it was the space of one car. To have this now is unreal, but it's all about to change in this video on the Mark II channel. We're hoping to make this sort of concrete slabs a little more showroom-esque. I think when we bought the house, all of this was all these concrete slabs, because all of this, the gym and the garage, which we'll go into later in the video and show you everything which has changed, these were stables. So the horses was in here and the horses were in here. But now the stables aren't used for horses, they're used for horsepower. That's good, isn't it? Horsepower. So I wanted to make a driveway to fit in with the show car style garage that we've just built. And I needed the lads from MB Resin Bound Surfacing to come and help me do that. First step was to get up all the concrete that was already laid down. These guys have got to start their job completely from scratch.
Right, we're at Matt's house today, and as you can see, they're taking the driveway up. All of this concrete here, this is coming out. They're extending the driveway over here, and there was a little bit of arguing between Matt and Hannah about this tree. See that tree here? Yeah.
I'll be honest, mate, that's a nice tree.
It's a nice tree. Hannah wants to keep the tree there, but then that defeats the object of having the extra car parking space. But Matt, he's told me to move it. So, we've got to get the tree from there, and it's going to the other end of the driveway. That's one mission we've got to do, and you're helping me.
I've had enough, been feeling down, been feeling stuck.
More and more concrete is being removed. This stuff was really thick that was laid down before. I'm guessing it was there to be able to hold tractors and loads of heavy machinery when the previous owners had all the horses there. And as the driveway was looking a bit like a building site, it was about time I get the McLaren out, because we're going to be doing a bit of work to this whilst the driveway's being done. And seeing how well James's PPF worked on the GT3 RS, I thought it was a good time to get my car PPF'd as well. That is it. Loaded up on Stealth Movements trailer. Off it goes for PPF. Cheers, Ethan. And as for the white hoops that are on the wheels that I've just taken off, I've got a plan for them as well. But I'm hoping they're going to be done by the end of this video. For now, the lads have got up all the old concrete, they've laid a bit of hardcore around the edges, then laying the concrete down, and on top of that, they're starting to install these cobbles, which are going to be used as the edging for the resin.
Day 2, the boys are back. It's looking a lot different today, isn't it, Toby?
It is, very different.
Concrete is almost out now, so that's the final little bit of concrete to get out. If we walk over here, the boys are already putting the edgings in, look. So as you can see, they've started to put the edgings in. Edgings are going to go all the way around to give it that nice finish, and it's something for the resin driveway to go nice and flush up to like that. But we are about to tackle one big job, aren't we, Toby?
We are, Liam.
We are. We've got the guy on the digger. He's over there. He's going to be digging a massive hole, because we're going to be taking this tree from here, putting it over there. Do you think it's going to go well?
It's a shame if it doesn't, because it is a nice tree.
It's a nice tree.
I can see why Hannah wants to keep it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I can see why she wants to keep it, but it's in the way.
It is in the way.
Because this is where, see this white line, this is where the driveway is going to come up to now. And that's just taking up car parking space when it can look good over there, can't it?
Great point, Liam. There goes the grass.
That's it, the first bit's out.
I'm sure Hannah's going to love watching this back.
She's going to hate it. Well, there is a compromise. If the tree when we move the tree, if it dies, then they have shook hands to Matt and said he'll buy her a new tree.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah.
But I've got faith that the guys are going to be able to move this without causing damage to the tree. We don't know how big the roots are on this tree and how far away they actually venture from it. So now they're just digging around it to try and work that out.
It's coming.
Eventually, it come loose. I'm gonna use the digger to pick it up
It's like he's done this before.
and move it across the garden. If we move this tree across the garden and then it dies, then I'm gonna be in some big trouble. The hole has been dug, we lower the tree into it, and I guess we just hope for the best.
Whoa!
Oh.
And there she is, relocated.
Tree's moved successfully. Just gotta give it some water.
You're basically Titchmarsh, you are.
Call me Titchmarsh.
Meanwhile, the McLaren arrived at White Details, and Jim's gonna wash the car down because he's gonna make sure that this paint is perfect before he starts applying the PPF to it. That means polishing all the parts he's gonna PPF to remove any imperfections, because once that PPF goes on, it's all sealed up. Once the car's been cleaned and polished, it then goes back outside again for its final wash. Now the PPF can be installed. Back at the house, the driveway's all dug up. Now it's time for the hardcore. The key here is to lay a perfect base. This is basically going to be the foundations to my dream driveway. All the gravel goes down, and then they're on to the next step. Now the guys told me this is tarmac, but a porous type of tarmac, so the water can soak right through it rather than laying on top of it. This is going to get laid on top of that hardcore they've just put down.
I can't get you off my mind. So sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I wanted. Sugar like yes, please. Love is like candy.
And already, we're seeing some big improvements.
Like yes, please. Love is like candy.
Look at this. No, it looks wicked, doesn't it? It's made the driveway look massive already. All the edging's done. Yeah, I'm buzzing with it. The next step, apparently we've got to choose the colour of the type of resin that's going down. But it's going to look way better now. Oh, and it's actually brought it up. On the garage, there was always this like big lip between the driveway and there. And now that's going to be nice and smooth. Oh, this is looking proper. I've only ever had 2 driveways done in my entire life, I think. One on my first house that we moved into. And that was a
little block paving.
Block paving, yeah. That was a block paving one. That was £5,000 to do that little block paving thing. And now this one, which is a bit more extreme, but this is hopefully adds value to the house and is going to look way better. We're making a border and we're going to have a little pattern in the middle. We'll see that later in the video. For now, I think we're choosing this bowl of Rice Krispies. To lay the resin down, first, they've got to put down this kind of netting. I'm not exactly sure what this does, but it's going down. And not only are we going to have a cobbled border, we're also going to have a coloured border. I think it will just break the driveway up nicely as well. We've chosen the colour and style we want, and in comes the resin. It's getting mixed in this sort of hot tub here, and the guys have put down a metal frame where they're going to lay the Rice Krispie looking resin inside it. So that's going to go all the way on the outside of the drive. Then inside the next metal border, they're laying black resin. This is going to create that border look. Looking pretty neat. Meanwhile, Jim was still PPFing the McLaren. And because this has got a body kit on and it's not original parts, he's having to cut the PPF himself. Whereas if it was all original panels, a lot of the time PPFers are able to just print off pre-made stencils in the PPF and just lay it on. But things like this rear wing, it's all custom made to fit. And unlike a wrap, it's quite hard to flex this PPF. And you can see already it's adding an extra bit of shine and glossiness to the carbon fibre on the back. And if you're wondering what exactly this thing does, well, it just protects the panel underneath it. It's quite a thick sheet of almost plastic, which is barely visible to the eye, but any rock chips or small scratches won't get through the PPF, causing damage to the panel underneath. And it adds a shine to it as well. But this type of work takes a lot of patience. And it already frustrates me wrapping cars. So I'm pretty glad Jim's taking care of this one. And he's almost complete. And so is the border of the driveway. That's looking mint. Now, time for the actual driveway. All the resin has been mixed up, it's in the wheelbarrows, and they're starting to just pour it into the centre. Now originally, we thought we was going to have a design in the middle of the driveway, but when we drew the design on the floor, we weren't too sure about it and it looked a bit busy, so instead, we're just going to go for the plain resin. I just hope we didn't make a mistake. The McLaren is now back from PPF and Jim is now going to walk us through it. It looks very shiny. Very shiny.
It's brand new.
Now I don't want to take it on the track.
Apologies it's taken as long as it has. It's been a complicated job, obviously the body kit, the additional bits that need a bit of custom work with the PPF.
Yeah.
On top of the PPF it's had a good 2-stage polish and coatings in the form of Modesta, so maintenance wise it really looks after itself. The protections there with the PPF, the impact and the road rash.
Wow, nice.
It wasn't bad, obviously, it's only just really been painted, but the paint correction just levels it off.
Yeah,
and it really does come to town.
I'm buzzing with that. More mods now though. More mods. Thanks Jim. Everyone go follow him. If you want some PPF, and don't get him too busy because we've still got a few more cars to get to him, so don't give him too much and don't stress him out. Now the guys were still finishing off the final touches for the driveway, and whilst they did that, we've got some mods and a few problems we need to fix on the McLaren.
So the other day, I left and I did leave my tools out, and Matt and Tony filmed it. Kind of had a go at me about it. Toner has gone today. He's been fixing this lift. And look what we found here. All the tools just left out and not put back. So what do you think about that?
We're going to have workshop rules anyway, because we have workshop rules anyway, but then now they need to be hardly implanted because it's annoying when you can't find a tool. Workshop rule number 1, if you remove a bolt, you put it back in the hole you removed it from when you're removing the part, if possible. If the part comes off with the car, then it goes in that hole, or it goes somewhere where we know where it goes back, because it's hard, especially on cars like this, where they use 90,000 different bolts. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is, if you are reapplying a part, it's got to be, when you screw on the bolt, you never screw it on and then go, I'm going to tighten that up later. It's got to be tightened up as soon as you screw it on, because we've had that mistake before on the RS6, and it cost us a couple of flights to and from America because of that. Today's theme of the video is carbon fibre, although hopefully my driveway is being done in this video as well, because that would be quite cool. Now at the minute we've got carbon bonnet, carbon wings, carbon front splitter. We're about to add some more carbon fibre.
What more could you possibly add to this? It's carbon
You
fibre.
can add more, and we can also, there's a weird fault with the suspension that keeps popping up, and it's just so annoying. It just says damping fault, mode control error, and then the wing goes down. You can only drive it in automatic. And it says it's from the rear left, but we had a look and the rear left's missing an arch line in, which we must have took off years ago and not put back on. I don't know whether it's got something to do with that. So we've got an arch line in here and some bolts, so we've got to put that arch line in. First mod, let's start off with small carbon fibre and get bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's our first mod. This is just a nice easy one. We're warming everyone up to it.
Getting into it, nice and easy.
We're going to go with more carbon fibre everywhere. So I've got carbon fibre McLaren centre cap.
Looks like we're not doing that first small mod, Matt. Can everybody see what
I bought 2 of these. I bought 2 sets of these because I bought one set and I went to go fit them and I couldn't find them anywhere. I think they got thrown out. So I bought another set, and now they're too small.
They're way too small.
Really, we was going to have some more carbon fibre because these blades that we took off earlier on the side, they were going to be carbon fibre, not come back yet. Fail number 1. Oh, maybe we message Jordan at Wheelmania and get him to make some carbon fibre. We had this issue with the Aston Martin, didn't we, as well? The Aston Martin wheels.
The Aston Martin wheels, yeah.
And they were the wrong size as well. This one's come from CT Carbon. Again, there's supposed to be 2 packages, but they're still developing one, so we're going to get one today. I've got a feeling there's going to be mixed reviews on this. But we haven't seen it yet, have we?
Nope.
This is something that they've developed with this full carbon kit. Because, so, they made this carbon kit. I think we were the first people to fit it. Could be wrong. Someone's going to pipe up now, aren't they? But if this car doesn't look any more spaceshipy. What is that?
Oh, look at that.
Do you know what it is?
I think that is a 100% genuine functioning roof scoop.
That is a 100% genuine functioning roof scoop. Now it's got tape, but on the does the 765 LT have a roof scoop? I'm gonna say yes. Adhesion promoter. It connects the world. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, boy.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh, you've only got one chance at this as well now.
Yeah, I have got one chance. Let's not crumble.
You don't want to put it on the wonk, because it ain't going to come back off.
Shut up. There.
No, that gap looks pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
This gap looks pretty even the whole way down there. Come here.
That looks mad.
That looks cool, I do like that.
Okay, I think...
Should come like that standard.
Yeah, I think, like, it looks... do you know, like, if that was on, because we put it on, people are going to go, I know what they're going to be like already, they're going to be like, oh man, you drove into Alfred's. But if that was on like that, standard, I don't think...
No one would cry about it, would they?
No, I don't think you're going to cry about it.
Actually looks sick.
What we've got to do now is whip that arch lining out, well, whip that wheel off at the back, whack the arch line in, and see if there's anything obvious wrong with that rear left damper, because it keeps coming up like, is it rebound fault? And it's got rebound sensor and some other sensor on top of the damper. You can't buy them separately from McLaren, you have to buy a whole damper, which is 1,500 quid, which we won't be doing. It seems to be when the car gets warm, it pops into this like limp mode. Well, it's not like a limp mode, it's just a damping fault. So these are the two sensors, and one of these sensors, it's coming back faulty, but like not faulty all the time. It's just, I'll just unplug it and plug it back in again, like give it a clean up. Right, it's unplugged. Rebound and compression, and we're getting a fault on rebound. But it's only when the car gets to like, when it's cold, it never does it. So it's, I don't know,
Slightly
it's
strange.
weird, yeah. Can we see any break in the wire? Oh, look. This is had a repair.
Could be a slightly
Could
loose
be-
connection there.
It could be. That's where it could be, you know. And as it's getting warm, that repair's like opening up or something. Yes, I like it when there's fixes like that. I think we might. I'm hoping there's not a break further up. Because that
looks like a half decent repair job there.
does, doesn't it? We'll repair it again, because then we could be 100% sure. And then if it still comes up, I think there's a break somewhere further up in the wire. But again, it's hard to test these wires because they aren't power wires. There's no power. It's not sending power because it's a sensor. It's just sending signal.
Do you know what, Matt? I'm glad you're doing this because I absolutely hate electrics. Yeah, I know I was an electrician, but it doesn't mean I didn't like it. Absolutely hated it.
So what I normally do, slide that over the top, like that. This is going to be a better repair, trust me. Slide that over the top. Yeah, slide that through. Slide that one through. Yeah, right. Let's make sure we've got some copper coming out of here. Now what normally you do with these is you join the other wire and then you put that over, and that little metal bit there, that when you heat gun it, that solder melts them together. But what I like to do for extra reassurance is wind the wires together so they're not only touching already, then we're going to solder them together. Let's do it.
How's it looking, guys? Can you see, guys? Can you see?
Not at all.
I'm going to have to film from here, and then we'll have to show the finished product.
Yeah. Tug. Tug. I won't tug that one. But we do need some tape. Just put some loom tape on it, plug it in, and see if it's not got that error. Right. Service. I think we're good. I don't start it because we're in the air on a jack with, of course, axle stands, but... Yeah, we're good. Air brake restricted because, yeah, we're too low. That seems okay. The thing is, it's normally fine when I start it. It's when I start driving.
So, put the arch lining in.
Yeah.
Take it for a rip.
Yeah.
See what happens.
That's it. Yeah, it sounds good. Okay. Arch lining's in. OEM. Right, I'm now going to take the McLaren for a spin. If I come back and the wing's down, that means it didn't work.
Okay.
If I come back and the wing's up,
everything's okay.
It's all good. Let's go for a spin.
Good luck.
Well, I've come back and the wing is still up. It's fixed. Until next time. Until the McLaren decides to do something else. Look at that. That looks like a spaceship with that roof scoop as well. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. That is an evil looking car. Oh my days. Just missing the little blades. We're going to get them carbon fibre. Hopefully we can get them before the end of this video, because I think that's going to really top it off. Shortly after that, the fault did come back. So we're going to have to readdress it in another video. For now, look at the driveway. The driveway is done. And look at that. They've gone above and beyond. Like, it's so much better than the concrete that was here. If you do need a driveway, I'll put a link in the description box. Tree update as well. It ain't looking good. it ain't looking good. I don't know whether Liam's been back to water it, but I don't know. What do you reckon to that? Do you reckon it's going to come back?
Hannah is not going to be happy with you.
No, it's not looking good, is it? I don't know. Maybe we give it new life. I think we keep watering it. There might still be a chance. This thing, I think we definitely made the right choice. The sandy kind of Rice Krispie colour goes with the countryside vibes. With the black border, very nice. Now what we're going to do is, if you haven't watched any of the videos before, or you didn't see the garage build, I'm going to show you a little tour around the garage before making the dream driveway, truly the dream driveway, by putting all the cars on there and give you guys an update on each and every single car that we've got going on at the minute, because this is a nice little refresh point for me and you guys on the second channel. First off, in here is the Gymshark gym, which Gymshark converted the stables to a gym, and I've been using this pretty much every day since it's been in here, apart from the days that I've been away and apart from the days that I haven't used it. And then in here is the garage where we put all the cars. Last time we only put three cars in here. This time I'm going to see how many we can actually fit in here, what cars are going to be staying in here, and what cars are going to be on the outside, and what cars are going to be moving to other locations, and perhaps maybe building another place here for the cars to go. So in no particular order, let's get the first car out, which I think should be a Porsche. This one's definitely staying. What a car. The most recent build that we completed, I believe. That's going in there. GT3 RS MR left-hand drive, because the car we bought was from America. We had to buy a new shell, which was from Germany. And now we built the German shell up using the parts from America and then put a Mantar racing kit on it. And that is the outcome. Second off, probably one of the second best driving cars out of my collection. GT3, this seems so cool. This seems so quiet compared to that one. And this was loud. This car, I thought I was probably going to get rid of once we rebuilt that car, but they drive so different, and this looks so good that I just don't think I can get rid of it. Such a good car, and it looks amazing, and I built this car to keep it. We did a full respray, which I wouldn't have done if I was not going to keep the car. But when you want to go out and have a little blast, you do always find you take the GT3 RS. So I just don't know.
That would be the best gender reveal.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? What next? Ah, Lamborghini. What you are seeing here is the best car Lamborghini have ever made. Gated, manual, V12, Lamborghini Murcielago. And remember, every single car that I'm showing you now has been either crashed, broken, flood damaged, and we've rebuilt, which is the most mental thing. We've touched a lot of nuts and bolts on all of these cars. That is such a sick car for a 2002. So GT3 RS, flood damage, crash damage. GT3, crash damage on the front and I think the back as well. There was a lot of damage to the back. Lamborghini Murcielago, I won't even go into what was wrong with that. That was a lot. Engine, gearbox, whole car was just, I don't even know. Next step, another Lamborghini. Gallardo LP560-4. This wasn't crash damage. I bought this as a present to myself because I really wanted a Lamborghini. I didn't feel confident on rebuilding one, so I bought it. I put twin turbos on it, and then I crashed it. And then we rebuilt it into exact same spec how I would have had it. British Racing Green, Superleggera style wheels, twin turbos, Superleggera interior, seats, carbon doors. And this thing is scary fast. And it's going right next to the other green Lamborghini. Let's get it in. Either need a bigger garage or I need to get rid of some cars. Right, so we've got blue, pink, green. Next up, we're going to struggle to get two Rolls Royces there. I think we're going to struggle to get a McLaren in there and a Rolls Royce. The absolute boat of the Rolls Royce Wraith Mansory. This was a pretty famous car. Marcus Rashford crashed it and we rebuilt it. We've had some good memories in this. We've done some miles, been some good times in this, haven't we? Every time I get in it, I'm just like, yeah, we had a good road trip in this. Down to Monaco, back up to Mansory, on the track. A woman crashed a moped into the rear quarter.
Mr. Mansory stole your wheels.
Yeah, Mr. Mansory did steal the wheels. But news, he has sent them back. So we do have them back. So he's not too bad. He has sent them back. He did steal my wheels and then maybe pay for his wheels, but that's fine. I've got too much sentimental value to this car.
This is one of my favourites.
Yeah, it's just a bit, do you know when I've just had it parked in the field and it just looks so cool. That's a good setup, isn't it?
I think that car deserves its own spot like that.
Yeah,
I think
it
cool.
does, doesn't it? It just looks like the daddy spot, doesn't it? Let's fill the actual driveway up next. We then have the McLaren, which we got from Amsterdam, which was completely smashed up. Then the Audi RS6, which we rebuilt and then broke again in America. After that, Hannah's Lamborghini Urus, another smashed car. And finally, the flood damaged Rolls Royce Cullinan. Now the Maserati is in the unit, the Revolto is at Lamborghini, and the Aston Martin DB12 is still at Aston Martin. Look at that, for a dream driveway and a dream garage. All of this happened within 5 years, which is absolutely mental because I took one risk and I didn't stop. And this is now the outcome. And we've not even started yet. This has been one hell of a journey so far. And this is just another little ingredient added to it. Thanks so much to every single one of you that have been a part of me on this journey. And we're going to continue it. Sunday, 6 PM. See you there. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.